different. I've been wanting to do a video in the car. Every time I bump over something, it's going to go do that. So yeah, because the little thing that my mom has isn't as stable as I would like it to be. So yeah. Damn, the fuck. Me recording on this, I don't know how smart it is, to be honest, because the way I'm set up, I do have slight road rage. Anyway, let's get into the downloads. The title of these downloads I got this morning are called The Picking. And the first download is Kill the Idols. All right, let me go ahead and worry about turning first, and then we'll get into that. Ooh, get out the way. Yeah, I just really wanna go. I just really wanna go. Like, she's speeding, but bitch, I'm speeder. Anyway, oh yeah, so the first download was Kill the Idols, and I loved this download when it came, and I'm glad it's the first one, because I feel like as a part of our initiation into our new world, our new body, and our new mind, and a refreshed version of our spirit realms, our personal spirit realms, I feel like killing your idols in every sense of the term is very important, and I'm gonna explain to you guys why. Basically, what spirit means by kill your idols, they're not talking literally. We're not going out and murdering freaking human beings. No, they're talking about killing off the idolized pedestal that you created for humans, places, things, ideas, concepts. You know, like for example, for a long time when I was younger, due to my childhood and what I seen and growing up and everything, I had an idealized concept of love and concept of romance and everything because of how my parents did and everything. You know, I idolized their relationship. Okay, cool. Before they got divorced, obviously. But yeah, so I idolized romance, or I didn't put it above friendships or anything, but I definitely was still having in the back of my mind that like I need that to be this, that, and the third. Or let me get my thoughts together. But what I'm saying is, you have to kill off the expectations you have for people, the expectations you have for life in general. Because when you do put things on a pedestal and you do idolize things, you hold so much space and energy for that to be above you, for it to take care of you, for it to know more than you, for it to be above you. And that directly conflicts with your journey to connect fully with your higher self, because that means you're putting these thoughts, ideals, people over your higher self. Because at the end of the day, no concept, no man, no deity, no nothing should come over your higher self in the most high. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, everything can have nuance. A lot of things are up for debate. A lot of things in life do change, evolve. So the mere fact that humans tend to hold on to things, because of maybe out of comfort, or because they really genuinely have an idealized version of whatever they're holding on to, because they made it superior in their mind, or that person, place, or thing made themselves superior to others, which in turn ingrains you or puts you in this hive mind under this said entity, this said person, this said place. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that goes a lot with killing. That's why we should kill our idols, because even in the Bible and just in general, like in spirituality, we should not idolize anything. Nothing is above you. Okay, I feel like we have the gist of that download. I really love that download, because I've said that a lot of times before in the past about me killing my idols. You know what I'm saying? And even now to this day, like, I've come to the conclusion about, like, me not so sure about meeting my idols or meeting the people, especially the artists that I grew up listening to, or the artists that, like, I listened to that helped me out of hard places and stuff. Like, I appreciate them for what they brought to the community, what they brought to the world, their art and everything. But I would hate to be disappointed. I'll hate disappointed or disheartened by the way an artist treats me, because you never know how that'll go. So to be honest, I'm never in the hurry to meet people that I listen to be honest. In the past I did want to, but now it's just like maybe overly wanting to meet somebody that you listen to, it just kills the magic of it, you know. And if it's meant to happen, it's meant to happen. All right, let's slow down a little bit. Dang, I'm red. Like, my red undertones are really popping out right now. Anyway, the second download is kill the weak points. So a lot of killing. But I feel like Spirit had me use the word kill because one, it's an attention grabber. Two, it really puts emphasis on ending the just ending that shit, you know, like dead that shit, you know, because I feel like sometimes certain words are used to make sure the reader or make sure the audience gets what is being said, or what is being shown to you, or what is being said for you to do, you know what I'm saying, just so you can follow directions clearly, because sometimes some words trigger certain things within people to do things or get things done. Anyway, like I just said, the second download is kill the weak points. By the way, it's getting from my list. Kill the weak points. Now, Spirit saying, now that you've, you know, gotten rid of the idols in your mind and you don't have any of that, and you know, you don't put anything above you or have any false expectations or expectations at all on people, places, or things or ideas. You want to kill your weak points. And what does Spirit mean by weak points? Meaning, you're gonna have flaws. Obviously, this is not a term to say to where, okay, we need to get rid of all flaws and be perfect. No. Killing your weak points are not feeding the things that you don't want to grow in your life anymore. So say you have a problem with lust, right? They said in the Bible, like, one of the strongest men in the Bible, or I forgot who, but all I know is that some of the strongest people, they accept defeat because of lust. Like, they end up being defeated or destroyed because of lust. So that's just one example. So say lust is a problem in your life, you need to kill that spirit. You need to kill that weak point. Or say gluttony is a problem in your life, you need to kill that spirit. You need to kill that weak point. Say lenience. Yes, say lenience is a problem in your life. And what I mean by lenience is you're so lenient, you're so lenient with people, places, like, you're so lenient with people. You're so lenient that you allow people to skate over your boundaries. And they have no right to do that, but you're giving them the right, so you can't even blame these people who are skating over your boundaries, because you're giving them the permission. Once you give somebody the allowance to do something, you give your power up. You know what I'm saying? You can no longer blame them. You have to take full accountability for your leniency. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I just saw a freaking dead cat on the road. And that might be significant. I don't mean to, like, be insensitive, but I know that was a download just now. You don't see many dead cats on the road. And I was seeing a lot of dead cats back a few years ago. Maybe one dead cat on the road, and it was very sinister. It was a black one. But I feel like I saw that dead cat simply because, like think about it. Cats have fucking 9 lives, in a sense, correct? They also are the animals that are very slick. They're very, you know, on their toes. So they usually can protect themselves, or they usually can get out of situations. Like, being hit by a car is usually not the cat majority of the time. Usually, like, maybe like a deer or a possum. You know what I'm saying? They're not usually the cats because they're so feline. They're so keen. They're so, you know, connected and tapped into, like, their instinct. I feel like I just saw that dead cat simply because after I just talked about lenience, I think Spirit is saying, like, hey, like, You might be a cat with 9 lives. You might be this, you might be that. But the moment you hand over your power to these other people because you're trying to be lenient or you're trying to be nice, you can die. I know that's so harsh, but your dreams can be killed, or your opportunities can be killed. Parts of you can be killed. Like, this is serious. Once you continue to elevate into certain levels, there are just certain things you cannot continue doing. There are certain things you cannot continue or take over into your next paradigm. This dharmic paradigm, not your karmic one, your present dharmic paradigm that you gained access to because of the work you put in, this could all go away based off of the choices you make. I'm tired of people like, well, everything's for me and what's for me will happen. Yes, that is true. But you can block your own blessings. You can kill your own blessings if you're not doing... Ooh, sorry. A pink car just passed me. It says victory, fight, and strength. Yeah. The moment you... So many trucks. Sorry. The moment you let your guard down in a sense where... The moment you let your guard down in the wrong places, the moment you aren't clear with yourself, your boundaries, what you need to do, who you are connected to, like, all these things are important. The more we elevate, they say new levels, new devils. And if you already know that, the last thing you need to be doing is keeping your old weak points around these new devils. Because don't you think these new devils, they're advanced? They're not going to be as... Ciao. Let's get off that download, though. I think I said enough. The next download is rediscover your archived files. Rediscover your archived files. And I think I know spirit means... Okay, this is more geared towards the creatives. If you're not a creative, or if you don't make art, maybe if you write any type of creative passion, it doesn't have to be music. It can be literally anything that is in the creative field. It could be anything, okay? God is saying that you definitely have some old archived files that you have not tapped into in a while. Simply because in the past you gave up on a passion because of the non-practicality it had, or because you lost faith in yourself, or because you were you had artist block, or you weren't motivated. Something happened to where you gave up on your artistic endeavors and your artistic passions that's supposed to lead you to your promised land. And for whatever reason you did that in the past, I know you're not doing that now. I know a lot of you guys are on your beginning journey, your second beginning, or whatever beginning journey of your creative endeavors that are helping you elevate, correct? But what you guys are going to realize, or what you guys are going to find out, or what you guys are going to discover, you either already have discovered this, you will discover this today, or you'll discover this a little bit more in the future. However it'll resonate. You're going to find, Spirit says you're going to find like a missing file that you have not tapped into a long time. And when you hear this, or when you read this old thing, or when you see this old whatever creative thing it was that you really have not like tapped into, it could be finished, it could be an unfinished piece, whatever it is. When you see this piece, or when you hear this piece, or when you re-experience this piece you made at a earlier date in your life, or at maybe when you're way younger, the way you're going to... trying to find the words. The way you're going to experience this is going to be way different than you experienced it when you first made it. A lot of you guys, when you made this piece, or when you had this piece in mind, you were in a completely different mind frame. You had completely different people around you. You were in a different space mentally, probably even a different space physically for some of you. Your confidence probably wasn't as high as it is now, and you overthought a lot of your creative endeavors. Like, you would make something and then overthink it, never release it, or just put too much pressure on it. But because you're coming into this old archived file, and with a new mind state and a new energy and an elevated consciousness, you're gonna get this feeling of being proud of yourself. You're gonna get this feeling of being you're gonna have this congratulatory feeling, oh my gosh, I made it. And you haven't even released this thing, you haven't even done anything with it, and you might not even fully launched your creative career yet because you're doing other things for God and everything. But you just feel like you made it already, simply because you have made it. You have arrived to damn, you have arrived to accepting fully and knowing your power and realizing how good you are at something, or really realizing, oh my god, this shit is actually good, or this was not as bad as I thought. Like, you're actually, like, your confidence or your solar plexus or whatever is not blocked. Your lower ones, your sacral, solar, and your root chakra, I feel like you've been putting a lot of work into those 3 chakras for the past few months. And when you tap in creatively, whenever you decide to do it, chill. It's gonna be so much different. You're gonna appreciate it more. You're gonna be like, things are gonna come to you more easy, more abundantly. You know what I'm saying? You'll have less creative blocks. So yeah, heavy on the rediscover your archived files. So hopefully this is for most of you guys, that you guys will rediscover a piece that you haven't touched on. Maybe an old song, an old art piece, an old poem, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe if you're a DJ, an old mix, or if you're a photographer, some old photos you've taken, like, whatever it is. I hope you guys come across it and you amaze yourself at what you did in the past. And then you're gonna look at it, you're gonna be like, damn, I can do this in the past. God damn, what am I capable of now? Like, I want this creative spark to be just that flame, that eternal passion of flame to be lit within your vessel, because we gotta take advantage of the times right now. All right, where's my pen? I'm gonna go ahead and cross off all the ones I've done. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more to go. So I don't know if I should stay in the car or if I should go inside, but I'm really loving the car thing. Like, I just want you guys to see me in the back. You see me? Okay, cool. Let's go over the next one. The next download is your bankroll is attached to your emotional flow. So if you think of currency, I said it a little bit too early. If you think of money but you change money for currency, like when you talk about money, you talk about, you say it in the word currency. Currency is similar to currents. And when you're talking about currents, you're talking about water, so you're talking about flow. And those two things, in tarot, coins are coins and cups are cups. Pentacles are pentacles and cups are cups, right? Correct? But it becomes a little different when your emotional state can actually affect your money. So in turn, when you're talking about just currency, how the water moves, it is important. So the download, again, it says your bankroll is attached to your emotional flow. Meaning, let me get an example so I can kind of like paint the scenery. Okay, say a businessman, right? Say a businessman has a business and he knows that he can't react a certain way to a certain problem, because if he does, it could put his business in jeopardy, which can in turn directly affect his money. It won't automatically affect him, his money, but it'll be like a trickle. So say he did something impulsive and he reacted to a hate comment and he gave that energy times 3 and he went too overboard and he got canceled or whatever on the internet. Some other business partners or whatever he was like attached to could want to opt out and take their money away if they were investing in this business of his, or they're investing in him. They're going to see that, oh, this person cannot maintain their emotions, or they're emotionally unstable, or they're not a fit enough business person for me to want to cater to or to invest in. So because of his emotional intelligence, or because of lack thereof, or because of his emotional outbursts, or his lack of emotional control, it affected his wave of currency. It affected his ocean of currency. You see what I'm saying? It affected that. It affected the flow of his currency. So meaning the flow of his currency, it's not going to be as abundant, or it's not going to be as consistent. It's going to, like, the water's going to be more still. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? The flow of it won't be as rapid, because he's losing currency. He's losing money based off of his emotional outburst. That's for somebody. It might not be for everybody, because not everybody owns business and everything, but yeah. Usually I am on live when I'm doing the videos for the collective, but Instagram gave me this notification when I started to go live again on my spiritual page, and it was like Instagram is going to make a new rule or a new thing where they're going to not allow people with less than 1,000 followers to go live, and people that don't have like creative or business accounts, or like people that have private accounts, are not allowed to go live, something like that. I was like, okay, like, damn. So, and I'm still able to go live on that channel. Or on that page, I'm just deciding to do this in video format just to kind of see what's going on and see if I can get used to this, because I have a feeling, I don't know if they're going to implement this rule. I don't know when they're going to implement this rule, but they're thinking about it, because every time, can I zoom in? Every time I freaking go live, they're showing me this notification each time I'm pressing the live button. So I don't know when they're going to implement, or if they're going to, but I'm trying to get comfortable with video style content again, instead of going live and then editing it and then posting it, because I have a feeling that they're going to implement this soon. I just don't know when. Anyway, let's get back into the downloads. Oh, I also want to tell you that these downloads they started trickling in at 5:13 a.m. today, July 16th, 2025. These are timeless downloads, but I just want to always make sure I put the date and stuff in my videos, because the dates can still be significant to the viewer and to the collective, you know? All right, so the next one is your momentum has not left you. Your momentum has not left you. Oh, yes. Okay. I love this one because you know how people create momentum, you know what I'm saying? And because things are like still, or because things are like at a certain pace, sometimes we can get beside ourselves and realize that we still are creating momentum, like we're still in like motion. Just because you make a mistake, or you get a little bump in the road, or things go quiet for a day, like there are waves and everything, and there are it's a graph. It's not gonna be, you can go up but still go up in like a up down type of way, but you can still be on your way up, you know what I'm saying? So Spirit is saying your momentum has not left you. For anybody who hasn't felt that, like, okay, is my momentum like leaving me, or am I on the right path still? Like, no, you're still creating that tension, that good tension. You're still creating that momentum. Like you're still in motion, you know what I'm saying? It hasn't stopped simply because you had a day where it was a little bit, you know, still not stagnant, but still, or you had a day where, you know what I'm saying, you were pissed off, or, you know what I'm saying, like it doesn't just, your blessings or your momentum, it doesn't just stop simply because of life be lifing, because life just be lifing. All right, that's for somebody. All right, and the next download is, what is the testament? Oh. All right, so what is your testament to your faith? I'm not going to explain that one. This is for a select group of people in my collective. Obviously, not everybody will kind of understand that one. I'm not going to explain that one. But the question for you, or whomever is listening to this, that resonates with this, is what is the testament to your faith? Next download. Who wants smoke? They don't even blow down for real. So I got the, oh my God. So Spirit says, who wants smoke? They don't even blow down for real. So Spirit is saying that there have been energies, entities, people, whomever, whatever, in your auric field, or just in your energy, trying to, one, get tea on you, but they never get tea, they'll get pissed. Second of all, some people actually do want to smoke with you for real, and it's not because they really have a real problem with you. It's really because they have a real problem with themselves, and because they can't get up with you, or because they're trying to do what you do and it's not working for them, and they're trying to figure out why it's not working for them, but they're not realizing they're not you and they'll never be you, and then you can't do it how you do it, so they're pissed off. Child, I'm getting a call. Okay, let's continue these downloads. Sorry, I got a call like right in the middle, and I think I was going in, but I think it happened honestly as a divine intervention. I didn't think I need to go too deep into that one, but y'all got the point. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 downloads left to go over. All right, so the next download we have, I feel like I want to walk outside. See, this is the luxury of me not going live and just doing pre-recorded videos for Spirit, because then I don't have to worry about staying in one spot for my connection to be stable. I can walk anywhere, I can go anywhere, I could be up in the freaking tree if I wanted to. And so that is one perk I do remember about doing these pre-recorded videos. So if or when Instagram does decide to do that with the settings for the live, you know, I won't be too sad because I can have a little bit more creative control when it comes to my readings, downloads for collective, and etc. Simply because I don't have to be bound to one area with Wi-Fi. So look at me, you know, looking at the positive side of the situation, you know. All right, so before I read the rest of these downloads, or the other half, basically, I want to find a cool spot to do so. So give me a minute. Ooh, nobody knows it. That song might be significant for somebody. I think Spirit's gonna give me the song downloads on the way to our next destination right now. Oh, they take it out the trash. I know that's right. Let me see. Don't stop. Why? I just mashed two songs together. Spirit, just give me one song at a time. Okay, the first one is Don't Stop Believing. That song. And the other song was Stop in the name of love before you break my heart. So we have a lot of downloads right now. That might be significant for some people in the collective. I don't know how it's relating to you guys, but take it as it resonates and ignore or bypass if it doesn't. But yeah, God damn. I'm really glad it's not like too hot out here right now. I'm also glad that I've been going outside so much that I'm not really allergic to like the grass no more. Like usually when people cut grass outside, I tend to like have like allergies to it. But now I don't, surprisingly. And that's cool because, yeah. Also, I haven't been having any regular allergies. I feel like majority of the allergy season was left in the spring. And I'm very blessed for that right now. I'm trying to figure out if I want to walk. Oh, someone's at the park. Okay, where the hell am I sitting? Okay, so I don't want to sit at the dog park. That was literally a direct order from Spirit. And I literally just whined like a baby and said, I don't want to sit there. That might be significant for somebody. I feel like Spirit has been giving some of the people in my collective, like, you know, tasks for you to follow. And, like, either you'll complain about it first, but you're going to do it anyway. But, like, you might as well not complain about that shit because you're just going to sour what you have to do beforehand. Because you never know how you're going to react to a task or a side quest until you actually do it. So I just feel like instead of complaining about something before you even tap into it, just shut the fuck up. Just be like, all right. Like, yeah, you're allowed to have your emotions, your feelings about certain things, but, like, why, like, freaking piss all over your side quest or piss all over your freaking mission before you even start? You never know why Spirit is calling to a certain place or directing you to a certain place or, you know, directing you to do certain things at a certain time. Because usually, majority of the time, usually 100% of the time, where you end up is always 10 times better than where you were before, or you actually like what you got out of that situation or that mission. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the dog park. Don't know why, but I'm gonna go to the dog park. I'm gonna sit on the bench. Ciao. See, I didn't even have to go all the way around. I really could have cut through, but I didn't think I was going to go to the dog park. I thought I was going to go to the park. But, again, I'm stop being an asshole. There probably is something there for me energetically to pick up on, or just the scenery is significant for this video in particular. You never know. Sometimes, yes, it's good to question Spirit sometimes, but don't be a jackass. And I'm a perfect example of a person to explain this because Spirit knows I can be a jackass. So that's why they don't really pay me no mind for it. They're like, girl, You know, so I be trying to work on that. Because, yeah, I definitely can be a jackass sometimes. I can be a little Grinch. Yeah, that's what Spirit likes to call me. A little Grinch. Spirit used to call me a Grinch so much in the past. Okay. Ooh. All right, there's just grass clippings over here. I'm gonna sit on the step. Anyway, let's set this up. And let's take out my headphones. Because I think there's wind outside. Okay. Dang, I didn't even take my drink. My diet, Dr. Cal? Like, what? Anyway, let's read off the next download until Spirit has us move again. Because I'm feeling Spirit's going to have me move again. So bear with me. The next download is Catching Fire. And obviously this is a direct download from maybe the movie, The Hunger Games. I forgot which Hunger Games that is. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not gonna get go into deep detail about the Hunger Games, but if you watch that movie, you literally see how there are chosen ones in the beginning to represent their, not jurisdiction, but their what is it called? Their district, to literally go into war with each other. So God has chosen us to go into spiritual war, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously spiritual war is happening regardless if we're there or not. But we're God's army for real, and we're strapped up in all sense of the word, you know what I'm saying? We got the armor of God, you know what I'm saying? We got His covering, and we're lifted, gifted, and protected siempre. We're lifted, gifted, y protegido siempre. Si se puede, si se puede, you know what I'm saying? So, I feel like they gave me the Catching Fire download to simply just put like, I feel like, is that the second one? This is gonna be so weird if it's not the second one, but I just feel like we're not in the first one, we're in the second one. So obviously we've experienced going into, into battle. We've experienced all like the beginnings of going into something as far as being in spirit. Now we're in a stage where we're going back and we're gonna do things differently, or God's gonna give us like some new cheat codes or G codes, you know what I'm saying? For us to bypass certain things that we won't have to go through again, or we're gonna like cheat the system or cheat the matrix system. Sorry, maybe not in not a bad way, obviously, but just certain rules will not apply to us. Those same rules that apply to others that might not be where we're at, it won't apply to us. And this is not to put us on a pedestal or to like but it's just is what it is. Everybody's path is different, and everybody has been putting in different modes and amounts of work into their craft, into their destiny, into their path, and all that stuff. So everyone's gonna be at different places, and everybody's gonna have different privileges in life, and that's just life in general. It's not just a spirit realm. That's life in general. Like everybody's gonna have different privileges. Everybody's gonna have different experiences, and everybody's gonna have different ways that they talk to God, and ways that they communicate with the God, and different ways that you protect yourself and go through things. The more you actually evolve and pass new levels in life, you tend to not go through things anymore. You grow through things. There's a difference between going through a struggle and growing through a struggle. Once you quit the complaining, once you know, okay, everything that you go through in life is an opportunity for a lesson, or everything that you experience on the negative side is as above so below for you to evolve and for your highest and lowest good. You don't go through things anymore, you grow through things. So if you're growing through things, you don't mind the struggle, you don't mind the tension, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't mind the pressure, because you know it creates diamonds in a sense. Alright, I'm gonna move. I just don't know where. I hope you guys can hear me too. I'm not speaking like the loudest right now, but I feel like you guys are picking up what I'm putting down, or you guys ended up picking up my words or whatever. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. I'll take this moment to do some breathing real quick. Again, that song's coming back in my head. Come on now. I don't know the rest of those words, but I feel like if you know that song, it's gonna resonate with you. If you don't catch what song it is by me just like humming the tune or saying certain parts of it, then that song isn't for you. Don't force what messages are for you or aren't. You know what I'm saying? We don't force, we flow. Yeah. Okay. What spot does Spirit want me to go to? I think they want me to go pretty far, so I'm just gonna do some more downloads from in this current moment and take a break from the downloads I got from this morning. I don't know if they're gonna be song downloads or just whatever that comes to mind, but yeah. Oh, the color red and the color blue have been so significant lately. Like the way I've been seeing cobalt blue cars like everywhere. I know that's very specific, but cobalt blue, if you look at what cobalt blue is, it's like this really pretty dark blue, but it's not like really, really dark. It's just like, it's like a bright dark blue. Almost like a lapis lazuli type of color. So maybe lapis lazuli is significant for the collective, or maybe aquamarine, or just what else? Yeah, some crystals might be significant for the collective at this time, or the color blue. So the throat chakra in general is probably like, again, still activating within the collective, or just being raised because of the fact that you're using it. You know, when you use your gifts, you confirmation. That bird was loud. When you use your gifts, you grow them. You know what I'm saying? And as I speak, I find a dime on the floor, so that is significant, and that's confirmation that what I just said is true. And Spirit just rewarded me. You know, I like collecting change. Every time I find change outside, it's like a little, here you go. It's so cute. Anyway, I also see a roach on the floor. Oh my gosh, I see a roach on the floor, and I want to show you guys this roach because it's just so funny. Hold on. Anyway, I'm gonna cut that part out. Trinity, if you're editing, cut that part out. That's not for them to know. Anyway, I'm walking and I'm trying to stay focused right now. But what is focus though? Because like, what am I focusing on? If I in the front of my mind don't know what I'm focusing on, there's no stay focused. There's just stay in tune. Because sometimes you can be in tune and out of focus, if that makes any sense. Like you can be like aligned with something, or you can be tapped into something and you're focusing on something completely different. You know what I'm saying? So like that goes to show that sorry, my brain and my words are trying to connect real quick, but that goes to show that people who are neurodivergent, how we can multitask and how we interpret our gifts and stuff like that it's very interesting. It's sometimes hard to explain through verbatim because some of our gifts are some of the ways of our life and the ways that we live and that God channels through us is just uniquely for us. You know what I'm saying? It might not look like we are doing what we're supposed to be doing. It might not look like we're doing God's work. It might not look like how everybody else is doing tarot, how everybody else is doing art or whatever, however you let God speak through you. But that does not mean that we aren't doing it. We're just a part of a different group. We're just a part of a different spirit family. You know what I'm saying? So that might be significant for somebody. Don't allow anybody to tell you that your version or your way of expressing God is wrong. Because none of us are doing it right or wrong. Because God is in everything. So however you express it is just how you were supposed to express it at the time. Don't ever let anybody take away your God body. Don't ever let anybody take away your God-given right to speak, your God-given right to do, your God-given right to breathe, your God-given right to do anything in this life. Because at the end of the day, God said so. God said that you can be you. That the least you can do is be you here. Like, I don't know about everything else. You probably, you know what I'm saying? But the least I want my collective to continue to do every day is to be authentic. It's not even to be authentic. You are authentic. So it's not even like a practice anymore. It wasn't a practice to begin with. You just are authentic. Do I want to stay at the park? No. I think Spirit is leading me a little bit further. I think I'm gonna sit over there. But yeah, we're gonna continue reading these downloads. I know this is a longer video, but you know, it's okay. When I finish this jump, I'm gonna go in and drink the rest of my sparkling water and edit some stuff that I've been procrastinating on for a while. So yeah, I'm gonna sit down right here. Okay, Spirit said just to go ahead and say the angel numbers right now instead of waiting to the end. I feel like Spirit's probably gonna end it on an earlier note and maybe save the rest of these downloads for another video. So actually, yeah. 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. So we already did half of this list. I think I'm gonna save the rest of this list for another video or another channeling. I feel like Spirit's just say, yeah, go ahead. So the angel numbers I have for you guys are 747 and 614. You can look up the angel numbers and see how that is significant for you guys right now. Oh my gosh, a whole bunch of birds are flying over me. Or you can just add these numbers up to get a single number, or single digit number. So 7 plus 7 is 14. This is 747. So 7 plus 4 is 11. 11 plus 7 is 18. And 1 plus 8 is 9. So that would be the first number, number 9. So you would get 9 out of 747. So 9 is significant. And then for angel number 614, you add 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 4 is 11. And you would keep that the same because you can keep that as a master number. So 9 and 11 are significant right now. 9 and 11. The number 9 and the number 11. All right, guys. I'm gonna go. I love you guys, and I'll be back with more content soon. But yeah, take care.